Holy moly, it's hard to keep up with just how quickly and intensely the MrBeast scenario is spiraling out of control.
Oh snap. By the way, y'all, make sure you follow or subscribe to the Quartering, this guy right here. Link is down in the description, y'all. Let's keep going.
Last night, a brand new video with brand new claims made that are, quite frankly, extremely disturbing. The maybe the worst possible timing. MrBeast decided to release a toy line. The interest around this is absolutely astronomical. DogPack404 last night released kind of an expose video in an interview with a former employee that has nearly 10 million views in just a few hours. When I checked in on it was being released, there was over 100,000 people watching live. This is absolutely bonkers, absolutely the worst case scenario for MrBeast. And we're going to get into all that right now after a super quick word from this video's sponsor. It's a great sponsor because it's a product that I actually use. CBDistillery.com is giving CB. DogPack404 releases an absolute banger of a video. 5.1 million views in, I don't know, it hasn't even been 12 hours. So this video is going to be at 10, 15 million views. The MrBeast brand, while relatively insulated, because what you got to remember is MrBeast viewers, okay, they aren't seeing these videos. They're on like the YouTube kids apps. I mean, look at yesterday, MrBeast still gained 1 million subscribers on the day that a video came out that was viewed by 5 million people.
That is crazy.
The issue is, and the reason MrBeast is going to continue to ignore this is because it hasn't bled over into, you know, parents and kids and stuff like that that watch his videos. Eventually, that's going to happen. And after this video came out, I would argue it is. I want to talk about not just that, but also his former employee. The media is turning on MrBeast. Now, for a long time, the media has, occasionally tried to cancel MrBeast, but now this is absolutely a whole nother level. They're even turning on his woke employee. Look at this screen. One of the screenshots from the video I want to talk about, tweeted by Chris the Narc. This is an insane screenshot from what is being said apart from the MrBeast internal documents. Bro, how do you have this document? What's going on? So there's this document here that was shared in the video that reads, when dealing, okay, first of all, it says, no does not mean no.
What the hell does that mean?
Yikes. Now, the context of this is
that's
probably
sales.
Just a basic sales tactic, okay?
Yeah.
But here's what it says. When dealing with people outside of MrBeast Productions, never take a no at face value. If we need a store to buy everything inside of, and you call the local Dollar Tree and the person that answers says, no, you can't film here, that literally doesn't mean ish. Talk to other employees and see if they're fans of or have kids that are fans. Try talking to their boss's boss, have me DM them on Twitter, try their social media team. If all other avenues are exhausted, you're left with a no. That does not mean don't try other Dollar Trees, because the manager of those could be huge fans and willing to bend the rules. Basically, what I'm trying to convey here is that we call pushing through no. Don't just stop because a person told you no. Stop when all conceivable options are exhausted. Again, not everything. This is one of those things where people are like, oh my God. This is, I mean, any car dealership would tell you this. I'm not really offended by this level. Well, my job to do, and why I hope you're subscribing to me or following my channel, is I'm trying to, cut through some of the exaggerated hype. There are many, many things that we're going to talk about, including in this video, to criticize MrBeast about, and rightfully so, but I don't think you get a lot of, there's no point in being mad about a sales tactic, okay? That's basic sales 101. What I want to talk about is some of the employees. First of all, at the end of the DogPack404 video, this is one of his former staffers, and it is very emotional. There are some people that are trying to say it's fake. It's definitely not. This is real emotion. This is just 20 seconds.
For whatever. It was one of those solitary confinement videos that got a lot of media attention because everybody saw the premise and thought, what? You shouldn't do that. And people don't know that was the second attempt. The first attempt was on me. And it didn't go well.
Now, a lot of people say, you know, I don't get it. You sign up for the video. Now you're crying about it. No one forced you to. Yeah, that's all true. That's all true. But, you know, some of the details that were shared in that video, not great. You know, there were 100,000 people watching the premiere of the MrBeast video on DogPack404 channel, but somehow only has 23,000 views. Again, this is fake news. The video has plenty of views. Now, let's talk about the stuff that actually matters. DogPack404 came out with the next MrBeast video. Majority of it was interviewing a former employee, but close to the end, there was a claim that they had somebody on the list. You know, people that have to sign up for a list after they do something bad. You know, that list, okay? You know, when they're spending time with somebody they shouldn't have. In this case,
Caitlin, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Joining the TikTok channel. Let's keep going.
That individual's was between the ages of 1 and 11, I guess.
Dear God, you're going to burn in hell for that one.
Not great. Not great.
No. Well, there was a known who worked there. And like you can, you know, someone pees in public, you're on the registry, you know, you get it. You can still have a job after you're on the, that's one thing. You know, you go to prison, you get rehabilitated, that's one thing. You know, like if you do your time, that's fine. I think there should be rehabilitation in this country. But that guy, from what I hear, like, I can't confirm or deny, from what I hear, he's on the registry for doing some not great stuff to some underage people. And they knew that.
Between the age of 1 and 11.
And he's running a channel that has underage people on and around and is targeted to underage people.
Yikes.
Unreal.
You know, and you see some of the pictures of this individual, you see their record. Again, even, by the way, Chris has said, you know, there's other family members that work for the show that are on that list. Yikes. You see this individual, literally, this is the person, same nose and everything. So here's the, you know, the record, which I'm not going to go through. Just assume that, you know, it's not great. You can find it for yourself, right? And here he is participating in the video. Interesting.
Man, no wonder they got an HR team and stuff like that. If they got multiple people on that list for doing crazy things like that, how would they weren't vetting anybody? Like they were saying, "Oh, you want to work here? Cool. Oh, you want to be here? Cool." That's crazy if that's how it was. Like that's insane.
Interesting stuff. Now, I don't know the details of the case, but generally having been, you know, arrested, you know, you can look up the details of your case. It's all basically public from what I understand. Not great. Okay. Again, I don't know why you would take this risk if you're, you know, MrBeast, but he did, and he did so willingly. Also in the news, Rolling Stone actually turned on not just MrBeast, but his woke best friend. You know, his best friend that abandoned his family and robbed his son of a father figure and took pictures of him and put him in high heels and put it on the internet. Remember that guy? Well, that dude apparently is starting to get left-wing media writing articles about the very same media that say, oh, we should normalize this kind of stuff, all this kind of stuff. Whoa. Check this out. Rolling Stone released a paywalled article, of course, because they don't want it really to spread that much. But one of the quotes in this article about his buddy Chris, Rolling Stone spoke with several people who had made claims about him, as well as half a dozen individuals to corroborate their stories. would seem to show that Chris did use their position of power for not only free labor, friendship, and hookups. Quote, I do believe part of the reason that they were so easily able to manipulate was due to the overall branding of the Beast channel appearing extremely charitable. I thought if I was loyal to Chris and MrBeast, then I would be greatly rewarded. Rolling Stone contacted Chris over Instagram, X, email, and phone. Chris told the reporter talked to the reporter for about 2 minutes over the phone before saying they would call them back later. The reporter's number was then blocked, and they did not reply to email with a detailed list of questions and claims. So does this mean automatically that the stuff that is being said about Chris is true? No, but it doesn't look good. Sure doesn't look good, does it? Now, I wouldn't be talking to reporters at all. But so now we have, obviously, another individual with very, very bad criminal history. We have Chris, the claims about Chris. We have MrBeast staff forging his signature. We have, and this could really, really force YouTube to act. That's the real question here, right? They just banned IShowSpeed for basically doing a stupid stunt that appeared to be real. I don't know or care if it's real or not. They banned IShowSpeed, which I think is their biggest streamer. Sorry. MrBeast, to remind you if you made it this far in the video, has been on a massive stealth editing spree, deleting sections out of nearly 100 videos quietly over the last week. That's crazy. I'm sure that number has increased. They have stealth, they've hit people with NDAs. They're trying to keep a lid on this. It's just not working. And now the question is YouTube going to step in and say, you know what, we're going to demonetize you for a month or something like that? Because I suspect YouTube is feeling an immense amount of pressure the way they, obviously with Dr. Disrespect, they stepped in. That one.
Oh, damn. I heard about that one too. That's crazy as hell.
Who is that? Sniper Wolf. They demonetized her for a while. I think the precedent is set that you demonetize MrBeast for at least some period of time until he can prove that he's cleaned up. And he launched a toy campaign, which is obviously not going very well. But all this stuff is planned years in advance. So this is all very, very bad. Very, very bad for MrBeast. The question will be, is YouTube going to take any action? I don't know. The pot is about to boil over, so I suspect they're going to be forced to act soon.